In order to do unit conversion problems, you often encounter this phrase. Whenever you have per in math, it always means divide. So to find how many people per square mile in Manhattan, just take the number of people, divide by the number of square miles, so just like that. And that'll give us our final answer. So B, that many people live in every square mile in Manhattan. And this is based on real data, so that is actually true. Pretty mind-boggling. But let's see how that comes into play for other problems. Earth travels this many miles per year, but let's pause because per again means divide, but this is per 1 year. So just stack them, same thing as dividing. We want to find out how many miles, so we're going to leave that alone. Does Earth travel each hour? Now eventually we want to get hours, but we have years. So we could do 1 year, 365 days. And the reason we'll stack them in that order is years up top, years in the bottom, those guys cancel. But then we could go from days to hours, because 1 day, 24 hours. But same thing, the days cancel now. And finally, we're left with how many miles per hour. So we're going to type this into the calculator. We're just going to use the fraction button. So we'll do 584, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. And then divided by the things in the bottom multiplied, 365 times 24. And the Earth travels this many miles in 1 hour. So we're going 66,000 miles per hour around the sun right this moment. Unbelievable. For this one, a plane travels 510 miles per hour, but once again, per. So let's stack them, 510 miles per 1 hour. We want to find out how many miles the plane will go, but in 18 minutes. In other words, we want to go from hours to minutes. So let's get the hours to cancel. Well, we could do 1 hour is 60 minutes, because that'll get these to go away. And then we want to incorporate the 18 minutes. But let's go ahead and put that up top, because then the minutes cancel, and it just leaves us what we're interested in, the number of miles up top. So let's plug this into the calculator. We'll just multiply the stuff up top. So we'll use the fraction button, 510 times 18, and then divided by 60 in the bottom. 153. So that is how many miles the plane travels in 18 minutes there. Now this one is very similar, it's just got one additional step. But as always, let's take what we're given. A glacier moves 6 feet per year. So stacking those, 6 feet per 1 year. How long will it take the glacier to move 1 mile? Now we want to get miles, but we're in feet right now. But they've given us this nice conversion. So let's go ahead and multiply. Let's put feet on the bottom, because that'll get feet and feet to cancel, and that'll give us just miles, so that's great. So step number 1, we got the right units. However, step number 2, we're going to put what we want up top. Because we want to find out how long, we want to find out how many years, we want that guy up top. To do that, we're just going to flip both fractions here. Now that still gets feet to cancel, but then this is what we're going to type into the calculator. So we'll do our fraction, 5280, that's up top, 6 in the bottom, boom. So 880. So whatever unit you have in the bottom, when you divide, it always stays a 1. So that is how many years it took to move exactly 1 mile. For this one, when you have m/s, that means per, so we've got that many meters per second. But again, just stacking those per 1 second. And then we want to find out how many seconds it takes sunlight to reach Mars. So we want to keep the seconds. But to get the meters to cancel, it's up top. So we want to take how many meters Mars is and put it in the bottom, because then meters cancel there and there. So we got the right units, we got seconds, that's what we're after. But because that's what we're solving for, it's in the bottom, we want to flip both fractions and make it up top. Okay, meters cancel, we got our seconds up top, that's great. so let's do a fraction. We got 2.3 times 10 to the power, you'll use that up arrow, 11. And then in the bottom, we've got the speed of light, 3 times 10 to the power, 8. 766, closest answer, C. So that's how many seconds it takes sunlight to reach Mars. And if you convert it, feel free if you want to pause and convert it now to minutes, but that's going to give you about 13 minutes there. But again, based on real data, so it takes light about 13 minutes to get to Mars, about 8 minutes to get to Earth. And one last one. A bear weighs 575 pounds normally. During hibernation, it loses 22%. How much weight does the bear lose during hibernation? Well, first off, let's just take the amount that it weighs times 22%. This will tell us how many pounds it lost. So we'll do 575 times 22, second left parentheses for percent. So the bear lost 126.5 pounds. But we want to find that weight in ounces that the bear lost. So let's take that, and we're going to use this conversion, pounds and ounces. But again, we want pounds to cancel, so we'll put that in the bottom there. And then those guys cancel. But then we're just going to multiply the stuff up top. That'll give us how many ounces. So in this case, it's going to turn into B there, 2,024 ounces. But again, based on real data, so it's super interesting to see how much bears lose there. Here's my proportions video if you're interested in other unit conversions. That one's helpful for scale models, recipes, and distances. So check that out if you want some more practice. Let me know what questions you run into. We'll see you in the next video. Toodles.